Greetings and welcome to The Magnolia, the show that is dedicated to image, brand, and culture. I'm Nida Bittmann-Neville, your host. And this topic is how do we find the perfect shade of foundation makeup? Oh my goodness, can that not be frustrating? But I have 3 tips today that I want to share with you that I believe will really help you to find that perfect shade. Some things you may already be aware of, but some things you may not. So the first one is to wear the right clothes. Now you may say, excuse me, right clothes? It's more of the right color of the top, whether that be a blouse or a tee. And I would stay away from white or red. White because it's going to give you sort of the milky look, okay? And red because it may reflect and make you look a little bit more pink than your skin actually is. Gray, a medium shade of gray, is absolutely the perfect color top to wear when you're looking for foundation because it is very much a neutral. It will not make you look too pink, not too white, not too rosy, not too peachy, so just the perfect color. The other thing that second is we want to look at our skin tones. Now, I have probably been doing this test for many, many years with people so that they can find out their correct skin tone because that makes a huge difference on the color of foundation that you're going to do. It makes a huge difference on the clothes colors that you feel really good in and you kind of wonder why. It's because they're complementary to your skin tone. Now there are 2 ways that you can figure out your skin tone. The easiest one that I have found is simply take a blank piece of white paper, put your hand on it from this perspective so your palm is showing up, okay? And against that white piece of paper, you're going to see whether or not your inside of your hand, that palm, is pale with a blue shadow, a blue undertone, okay? You can see that mine looks yellow or peach, so I'm warm skin tone. If you have, again, that undertone of being more pale with blue, then you're going to be cool. Then you're going to be able to look for makeup, eyeshadow, clothes that are designed for either a warm skin tone or a cool skin tone. Tip 3, know where to test the foundation. And if you can, again, you've got on your gray top, and if you can go without foundation, go ahead and put some eye makeup on, but if you can go without the foundation, that's the best time and the best way to try it out. Then what you can do is when you go to the cosmetic counter, you don't have any foundation on, so then you can take just a little bit and you put it toward your cheek right here and the jawline right here. And then open your mouth and check to see which one looks very undetected. In other words, it matches very well. Then you can put a different, if that's maybe too dark, too light, then lighten it or darken it and put it on the other side. Now, we have to remember that sometimes we put a shade of foundation on and we say, oh, that is just perfect. I'll take it. Well, we've got to let it dry a little bit. Got to let it oxidize. It could change a little bit of the color. It might interact with your own skin makeup, etc. And so you want to let it dry for a few minutes. So tell the lady you'll be back in a little bit, go around, do some shopping, etc. And then come back. If you can actually walk outside and look at the makeup. A lot of times the lights that they have in these stores are just too either yellow or they're too cool, so you're going to want to check on that. Now the other thing is that these cosmetic companies will sometimes give you just little small bottles of different shades. So maybe you've picked out 2 to 3 shades that you really like. Ask them if you can take a little test home. That way you can test it out with different color clothes on, what is it that you normally wear to either work, or maybe you're picking out a special makeup for a special wedding, or going out to dinner, whatever it might be. So you can then make sure that you're looking at it in all kinds of light, both daylight, indoor, outdoor, and then again, test it here. Of course, if you're going home, you got more, you can put half on one side and half on the other, and then you can really begin to see which of those foundation shades work for you. So again, hopefully these 3 tips are going to let finding that perfect shade of foundation just a little bit less frustrating than maybe it has been in the past. Until next month, you've been watching The Magnolia, the show that is dedicated to image, brand, and culture. I'm Nida Bittmann-Neville, your host.